What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a heart's desire reading for the sign of Leo. Okay, Leo, you guys are second during Group 1 Zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I truly appreciate your patronage. If with you being new, when I say group 1, you can kind of refer to one of my shorts or 3 shorts that have like week 1, week 2, week 3. I changed everybody up and changed them to now groups. Okay. So I literally do 4 signs at a time, split up in 3s. Okay, there are 12 signs. I like to be fair and give everybody a chance, okay, to get a reading. Okay, and so you guys were week 1 group, so now you are now group 1 instead of week, because I do readings based on energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, so heart's desire is pretty much tapping into Leo collective, okay, and be aware that you may share your energy with another sign that maybe has Leo in a particular placement that's important to them. So you may share your energy. So with this spread, you can have multiple storylines. Just pick the one that resonates for you and take it and interpret it in your own way, okay? So let's get started. 1 from the top is for your present energy. 1 from the bottom is for your past energy, okay? And then 1 energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go to this one here because it's calling to me if I can get to it. Okay, is your future energy, okay? And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is for you, okay? Now, that being said, okay, let's see what you guys have going on, okay? So, in your present energy, you have 8 of Cups, okay? In the past energy, we have the Magician, okay? The Magician has popped up so far in, I want to say, all the readings so far these last few days for within different signs, okay? So I think people are in the midst of manifesting or starting to put things together, okay? Next, in the future energy is the 4 of Pentacles, okay? 4 of Pentacles in the future energy, okay? So let's start off with your present energy being in this 8 of Cups, okay? This person is kind of sitting almost, whenever I look at this, it looks like a table, and you have 4 swords, not 4 swords, 4 cups on each side, okay? You may be feeling stuck, okay, for me to say swords energy, okay? And so hopefully this reading comes around at a time when you need it the most. If you're feeling a little bit stuck, maybe spiritually or emotionally, okay? But 8 of Cups reads differently in every tarot deck. Regular Writer's Waite shows someone walking away, okay? In this deck, which is Mystic Mondays, it kind of shows someone kind of looking to the opposite side, okay? Maybe trying to make some decisions, okay? Maybe you have plenty of people at your table and maybe you're trying to make a decision about some people, okay? In your present state, okay? So that is what I'm feeling the most for you guys, okay, Leos? Now, so far this week, I think your readings have been geared towards rebuilding, okay? So maybe you're trying to make a decision on who to rebuild with, or what to try to rebuild, okay? Nonetheless, let's move forward to the past energy of the Magician, okay? Possibly in your past energy, Leo, you may have been trying to control things. As you can see, this Magician is controlling something within her hands. Okay. There's an infinity symbol in the bun of her hair, okay, with this glow effervescent behind her, okay. So, but still, I'm paying more so attention to the infinity symbol. 8 is a symbol of balance, which if you turn 8 sideways, it turns into the infinity symbol. And possibly in your past, not just recent past, but in your past as far as your life is concerned. And this could be you reevaluating yourself as well with swords energy coming up, okay? You could have had the tendency of wanting to always control things, okay? Everything and everyone is not meant to be controlled, okay? Maybe telling people what to do, how to do it, while you may think it was coming off as suggestive, it was coming off as controlling, okay, in certain situations, okay? So you have to understand that, especially if we're talking about situations involving love, okay, or platonic connections, okay? Let's move into the future energy, okay, with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is sitting here in a rectangle, okay, kind of standing upright, okay, over top of each other, a little bit of space in between. The regular Rider's Waite shows someone usually holding a pentacle and the others kind of spread out between underneath their feet and one on the head. But however, it's talking about holding back, okay? Now, for you, it could be finances, trying to save. It could also be holding back on maybe pertinent information, okay? Or maybe because Pentacles is earth energy, you could be trying to ground yourself from doing that in which you did in the past, okay? Trying to change that energy up, okay? Or changing towards someone, however, or protecting something in particular, okay? Because the number 4 signifies protection, okay? In a positive light, okay? And if you have been watching my channel long enough with these readings, I do use 4 decks. However, this is a heart's desire reading. Protect your heart, okay, at all cost, okay? Of course, not in a sense of being guarded, but in a sense of being careful, okay? So, let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is of this particular energy for Leos. At the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Wands energy, okay? Queen of Wands was in Libra's reading, however, it was in the future placement, okay? So you guys are pretty much kind of piggybacking off of Libra Leos, okay? You could be, or you could be kind of dealing with that sign, or maybe you have it in your birth chart. It's just an honorable mention. But it's facing towards all of this energy, okay? And so with Queen of Wands, it's kind of standing out to me as, again, a demanding energy, okay? And again, that's kind of what Leos do, okay? You demand a lot from people, or think that people are supposed to follow your commands, okay? Again, that's just a trait of overconfidence that you guys tend to have in your sign, okay? And so again, it still leads out to wanting to control and demand certain things, okay? So you have to be mindful of sometimes other people don't like that, okay? I'm just going to be straight up honest with you, Leos, okay? Some people don't like that, okay? And it's kind of, again, it's that fire energy, okay? It's not just you, Leos, it's fire energy, period, okay? Wands is fire energy, okay? Yourself, Sagittarius, and Aries. So you have to be very mindful. And so sometimes Aries can come off a little bit like that as well. Maybe a little bit more so than you guys, okay? So let's go get into the clarifiers here. I'm going to do one from the top, which is for the 8 of Cups, one directly from the bottom, which is for the Magician, past energy, and then one energetically from the middle. Which I'm feeling like going here with it for your future energy. Again, multiple energies whenever it takes me a long time to pick, because I don't spread the cards out that much where I can't really see what it is that I'm picking, but it makes it sometimes a little bit hard to focus when there's multiple energies on a certain collective. Okay, so if it takes me a while, that's why. Okay, so let's see what your clarifiers have. We have the Muse of Materials for the Eight of Cups. We have the Ten of Emotions for the Magician, past energy. And then we have the Tower for the Four of Pentacles, okay, future placement, okay? So, normally in my readings, especially in the Heart's Desire reading, I kind of want to say this might be the first time I've seen the Tower come out. So that tells me new energy alert, okay? So again, like I said, welcome. Feel free to subscribe so that way you can be notified when I do a reading for your particular sign, okay? If you are a Leo placement, I would definitely suggest you go watch your sun sign reading so that way you can get a little bit more clarity, okay? Now, let's start with this present energy here, okay? Present energy is here with the Muse of Materials, which would be the Muse of Pentacles, okay? With the Eight of Cups, okay? And I'm going to just turn this sideways so you can see. Muse of Materials has came out before. You have this kind of bridge here that's, you know, headed towards kind of like this new land, if you will, kind of going through this kind of woodland oasis with these two women here wearing flowers, okay? The Muse are like minor arcanas in this second deck. And I feel like with the Muse of Materials, it's kind of like what you truly desire, what you may be trying to obtain, if you will, okay? And it's something that kind of plays off of your right here and now reading. If you have not seen it yet, Leos, I would suggest you go and watch it, or those with a Leo placement, okay? But again, trying to, I don't know if it's connections that you're trying to make that are kind of reflective of finances or some kind of value, denoting value of people, okay? And possibly those who you feel are less than, okay, or do not promote a high level of value in your life is possibly the ones that you've walked away from, okay? It's something about value that really strikes Leos, okay? And I don't want to, you know, maim you guys as materialistic, because Tauruses get that, and I'm a Taurus, okay? And I'm actually not materialistic. I'm just protective of my shit, okay? So there's a difference in my opinion, okay? But we ain't talking about me. We talking about y'all, okay? So again, I feel like there's a certain value that you want in your life, okay? Whether that be based off of your own personal growth, okay? For some of you, it could be just your own personal growth. For others of you, it's passing judgment on other people, the value of people based off of what their skill set is, or whatever the case may be, and again, how it may benefit you, okay? And so if someone's not benefiting you, you pass over them, okay? So there's this bridge. You're alone on this bridge headed towards this oasis, and have possibly left some people behind based off of whether or not they could keep up or if they had any value, okay? That for some reason comes off a little bit more than anything else, okay? But you could be dreaming or wanting more things that are of value in your life, and you have to presently walk away from something, okay? Or someone or some people, okay? Let's get into this past energy with the Magician and the 10 of Cups, okay, which is the 10 of Emotions in the clarifying deck, okay? 10 of Cups is usually talking about wish fulfillment, okay? In the past, you were trying to control your wish fulfillment, okay? Primarily through any means necessary, whatever it was that you were trying to achieve, you were trying to control every step of the way, okay? And in doing that, you don't allow choices to be made in a way that is better suited to get you to this wish fulfillment. And really, was it even something that you really wanted, okay? Or were you forcing it, okay, is the question, all right, in the past, all right? You wanted it and maybe you pushed too hard, okay? And maybe you got it and it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. Because again, maybe you didn't let it flow naturally, okay? So, that is past energy, and that is what I'm feeling the most. Okay, you were trying your best to get to this wish fulfillment, but here you are in this present state, and I don't think it was all that it was cracked up to be. Okay, what you dreamed is not what you got. Okay, based off of this past energy. Okay, let's go into this future energy, Leos. This future energy is brought to you by the Four of Pentacles in the Tower, okay? Four of Pentacles in the Tower. Again, protect the things that you value, okay? And we're not just talking about materialistic, okay? Let's talk more about things that actually have pertinent value, okay? Not monetary, okay? But actual value. What do you hold dear? Okay, because something is going to transpire. Okay, I'm not talking about anything damaging or anything like that, but future reference, okay, future energy. The Tower usually promotes some kind of change, okay? That is Scorpio energy, okay? You could have Scorpio in your chart or dealing with one, but it's just an honorable mention. This Tower has a person kind of walking on this kind of like rock, and then like behind them is lightning, which is very symbolic in all Tower cards and tarot, and then this crumbling, if you will, okay, which is kind of falling debris. And it almost feels as though if I were to turn it upside down, okay, kind of reminiscent of the Hanged Man, okay, possibly look at things from a different perspective, okay, before you start panicking and things of that nature, okay? It's nothing to panic over. But looking at this upside down, it looks like this is the ground, and it's like an upheaval, if you will. And I'm automatically drawn to remember the Hanged Man, okay, which sees things from a different perspective, okay? And regardless of how I hold the Four of Cups, it's upside down. However, I always read cards upright, but I was just paying attention to this Tower more so and seeing how level it is up at the top here, almost like ground, okay? So I try to pay attention to these cards. I read them very intuitively, so I do pay attention to some of the symbolism that are in the cards, okay, as far as the illustrations. So again, future energy, you will need to protect something that is of value to you. What means the most to you? And I need you to figure that out, Leos, okay? Because it will keep troubling you, okay? It's invoking something within you, okay? That feels a little empty, almost like a void. I don't want to say dark. It's more so like a void. That's what I'm feeling more so, okay? And so a lot of epiphany moments possibly are going to happen in your future energy, okay? Let's see what's clarifying this Queen of Wands and the overall outcome of this clarifying energy for you, Leos. It's the Three of Materials, with the Eight of Pentacles underneath the Queen of Wands, okay? Work, possibly career-wise, okay? Paying attention to a particular process that you are leading, possibly, with the Queen of Wands being over that Eight of Pentacles. And now we have the Three of Pentacles coming up yet again in your reading, okay? Because I believe it came up in your Dreamcatcher read, and I believe it also may have popped up in the Right Here and Now reading, okay? And so Three of Pentacles, again, is talking about forging new a connection or rebuilding, if you will, okay? Cups is talking about communing with people. Three of Pentacles is talking about rebuilding, okay? And you may have to rebuild, okay? As far as career-wise goes, okay? So, with that being said, if that is something that is very important to you right now, Leos, then there is your answer, okay? In the sense of how you would like to interpret it, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your heart's oracle for the final decision to help you move forward within your journey. 3 shuffles. And then we'll cut by 3s and we'll refer directly to the bottom of the deck. We'll open up the book and get the full meaning of the card after we kind of evaluate the imagery. At the bottom of the deck, Leos, you have crown chakra, number 7, inner strength, okay? The crown chakra is at the top of the head, okay? Again, I mentioned epiphanies, okay? So, with that being said, you may need to activate it. You may need to remember some things or reevaluate. Like I said, Swords energy came up. 8 coming up a few times in your reading today promotes that, again, you need some form of balance, okay? Possibly maybe work-life balance, maybe some intertanglement in some kind of way. I would suggest remembrance, again, to invoke positive energy, positive thoughts in the sense of following your intuition, because that may be off, and sanctuary to just protect your mind from any negative thoughts, okay? Because you can lead yourself down a rabbit hole if you think about something a little bit too much or a little bit too deep, because especially if you start to panic, because I'm feeling a panicky kind of energy, okay? So just kind of be mindful of that, and you could utilize the meditation oil. That's what I'm referring to. The link will be in the description box below, or you can go to my About Me page and you can read about that on my Etsy shop, okay? So I will say that you are the second sign today so far that has came up with a chakra card, okay? Libra had one too. Theirs was throat chakra. So crown chakra is on 169. It's literally at the top of your head. It is not the first chakra. It is considered the last chakra. We do have well-deserved reward underneath with number 9, okay? I'm not really going to touch base on that. That's maybe something far down the line, okay? The key words or key facts here is the color violet. The sound is none. Om can be used. Element is, of course, thought. The gland, of course, is pineal. And your keywords is I know, okay? So possibly if you do use the meditation oils, start your affirmations with I know, when trying to balance or activate your crown chakra with the meditation oils. Okay, I know I am exactly. Um, I know I am is kind of like the start, and add a positive phrase leading on after that. Okay, the meaning here, the crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the thousand petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well being. To enhance this chakra, sit quietly and visualize a lotus bud on the top of your head. As the bud blossoms, see a shower of whitish violet sparkling light shining down from the universe onto the lotus, filling and nourishing it. When complete, simply let the vision fade. Expanding this chakra opens you to receiving the ultimate bliss, divine love. Take comfort in knowing that you are cherished. Okay? So, that is from the universe itself. Okay? Kind of speaking and invoking positive energy within you. Okay? When you feel yourself veering off, you have to recenter. Okay? And be mindful of what you're feeding your crown chakra. Okay, that means not only in knowledge but also in health. Okay, gossip does not help your crown chakra. Okay, so that being said, let's get into the power of surrender so we can wrap up your reading. 3 shuffles here. Okay, one more shuffle. We're going to cut by 3s. And we're going to do the exact same thing looking at the bottom of the deck to get your power of surrender advice, which is surrender to divine timing. Okay, surrender to divine timing. You cannot control time, Leos. Okay, you can only control you and what you do with the time that you have. Okay, it says sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Okay? If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Okay? It is not based on you. Okay? And sometimes you are moving too fast and you expect more from others and from the universe. Okay, sometimes the universe is trying to tell you that right now is not the time if it's not happening right now. Okay, and maybe you're not in alignment with what it is that you want. Okay, thus this past energy of you trying to control stuff that is outside of infinite time. Okay, so with that being said, Leos, that is all that I have for you guys today. There is one more reading, so until then, peace.